The value of stress at which an object will yield or fracture is known as the dash stress. Excellent choice. Von Betz is the right answer. Which color represents the highest amount of stress endured by the part? Nice selection. Red is the correct and valid answer. In ANSYS, the maximum value of the calculated parameter is denoted in. Nicely done. Red is a solid answer. Which element is used for the analysis denoted in picture? Correct. Axisymmetric element is the right answer. Select the number of DOF in the given element. Good job. Your answer 6 works well here. This model is submitted by. Great job. Gibson-Ashby is the accurate answer. In which weighted residual method, the trial function itself is considered as the weighting function? You're right. Galerkin's method is the correct answer. To solve the FEM problem, it subdivides a large problem into smaller, simpler parts that are called. Well picked. Finite elements is the correct answer. In which method of phi, the displacements of the nodes are considered as unknowns of the problem? Well done. Stiffness method is the right choice. What is the number of tetrahedral elements each time in the structure of the hardened NPR? 1p4 The art of subdividing a structure into convenient number of smaller elements is known as. Strong choice. Discretization is the right answer. Structure that does not have a part that defines a neck ligament, namely at the time. Great thinking. 160 minutes is the right choice. What is the last function in the finite element analyses of the engineering system? Sharp thinking. Post-processor is the right choice. Which of the following methods are used for solving simultaneous linear equations? Smart move. Gauss-Jordan method is an accurate answer. If the structure is divided into discrete areas or volumes, then it is called an. Correct response. Element is the most accurate answer. If the solution of a problem varies with time, the analysis is said to be. Excellent. Dynamic analysis is a brilliant choice. Finite element method formulation of the problem results in a system of. Exactly. Algebraic equations make sense, and it is right choice. Which of the following matrices is independent of material properties? Solid response. Strain displacement matrix is a valid choice. Which functional is used to find solutions using Rayleigh-Ritz method? Right choice. Potential energy is the best answer. What percentage of the highest volume fraction among the experiments? 26.3% is the answer. Which of the following shape can be used as a 2D finite element? You got it. Your choice quadrilateral is right. In finite element modeling, nodal points are connected by unique. Smart pick. Surface is the correct choice. For statics problems, what kind of mathematics you have to use? Nice work. You chose algebraic equations and it is correct. What is the name for the criteria that a design needs to meet? On track. Constraints is the correct answer. A triangular plane stress element has dash degrees of freedom. Valid point 6 is true. The basic ideas of finite element analysis were developed by clear logic. Your choice aircraft engineers is sound and 100% true. What time is used in melting MPO in the experiment? Except. Good thinking. 80 minutes is the right answer. Structure with tension concentrations is at the time of deck. Well reasoned. 5 and 20 minutes is the correct choice. What is the learning curve like for finite element analysis? Right again. Large and complex is a valid answer. What is the field of finite element analysis good for? You chose solving complex engineering problems. And it is correct. What is the first step in the finite element analysis? On track. Discretization is the correct answer. In finite element modeling, every element connects to sharp thinking. 2 nodes is the right choice. At fixed support, the displacements are equal to dash. Solid response. Zo is a valid choice. What is the name of the simulation used in the study? Valid point. From Mises' stress is true. What is one application of finite element analysis? Nicely done. Automotive crash tests is a solid answer. The sum of all the shape functions of an element is? Nice selection. 1 is the correct and valid answer. The software used to make 3D mesh in Figure 1 is? Right choice. Abacus Dress Standard is the best answer. Which of the following is our fee software? Well picked. All the above is the correct answer. The higher order elements are also called as? Nice work. You chose complex elements and it is correct. Software packages used for FEESC are dash. Well done. All of them is the right choice. Sum of all shape functions is equal to. Bravo 1 is the answer. Finite element method is also called. Right again. Finite element analysis is a valid answer. The solution obtained by phi is dash. You got it. Your choice, mostly approximate, is right. Fem gives accurate representation of. You're right. Complex geometry is the correct answer. Finite element analysis deals with. Well reasoned. All of these is the correct choice. Local nodes number corresponds to. Correct. On element is the right answer. Advantages of phi-s are dash. Exactly. All of them make sense, and it is right choice. What are the stages of phi? Correct response. All the above is the most accurate answer. Global nodes corresponds to? Good thinking. Entire body is the right answer. First step of phi is dash. Smart pick. Modeling the geometry is the correct choice. Pick the odd element out. Perfect. Triangular element is the correct choice. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format. Clear logic. Your choice contact Narayan Chengder is sound and 100% true.